Hello, welcome to another episode of Black Ice 73. I am Black Ice 73. You know, I talk about political news, talk about a little police violence, talk about I talk about everything. I don't talk about sports too much because ain't too much sports going on. But I'm gonna talk about today some crazy news that I come across in the good old United States of America. So on today's topic, the first thing I'm gonna talk about is two United Airline pilots were having sex in the cockpit, and they messed around and hit the door loudspeaker, and everybody on the plane heard it. Man, they said minutes, well, a few minutes in the air, and the sound came over. They said they thought somebody was trying to break into the cockpit, and the pilots were wrestling with a terrorist. They said a minute later, they heard a sound like, "Hit me harder, daddy." Is it doing harder, daddy? I like it. Oh, yeah. Two pilots were having sex in the cockpit, and they hit the loudspeaker. And to their surprise, you know how older people are. This 71-year-old lady named Betty Garson, she said to her husband, "This sounds like doing gay porn." She said it sounds like gay porn on the plane. She said them two, so they were going at it, and the people on the plane were looking around. They were thinking it was a movie. Like, United Airlines don't go wild with the movies. I said, nope, wasn't a movie. And then they said the stewardess, she looked through she started looking around the plane. You know, might thought somebody had it doing sound up too much. But then she realized there were the two pilots having sexual intercourse on the plane and don't hit the loudspeaker. One guy is 49-year-old Jordan McPhee, and the other guy is 38-year-old Brian. The name like it Spanish like Cenzez or something. It's Ceniza. And they were the plane they were flying was the notorious Boeing 747. That plane been in the news a whole lot for some bad situations in a couple of years. The plane, some of they darn new planes that were just pull out. They've been sat down because it had some problem with the navigation system. So now you got two pilots who would, I don't know if they have done this other time, but they part of the Mile High Club. You don't know what the Mile High Club is. I never had the opportunity to join the Mile High Club. But the Mile High Club is when two people want to have some relationship while they up in the air on a plane. So they call it the Mile High Club. So, they said it was going down too. They said it was so disturbing. They said when the people landed, they made all kind of complaints. Look at one in the quotes right here. They said at first we heard scream sounds and thought someone had entered the cockpit and was wrestling with the pilot. And they said, but then it became clear. We heard stuff like, "F me harder, daddy," and other disgusting things. I told you, y'all know how older people is. Older people don't have no they don't have no sensory. They tell it like it is. She said we could clearly hear the poor girl yelling and banging on the door, and the two men complaining about it while they would continue having sex. They said over 30 passenger filed complaints with United. They said when the guys you know, like, lady, get away from this door. What you want? We busy. Then it said, when the guy found it, they said several minutes later after they finished their act, they're like, what you want? Damn. They didn't say that part enough, but they said, what you want? And she was like, hey, we can hear y'all out here having sex on the loudspeaker. Man. So they surprised. They were busted. I said, I'm going to read a little of this brief press conference that was held in Chicago this morning. I said, the airliner had announced that it has launched an investigation on the event and that both Mr. McPhee and Mr. Senzel has been fired. They said, according to experts, over 300 incidents of sexual natures involving an airplane pilot are reported every year in North America, according to the FAA. Man, you know most of the airplane. This ain't no gay bashing thing. I don't want y'all to think it. But you know most of the male airplane pilots in the United States. I mean, they are males. Most of the airplane pilots are male. So that 300 people. Well, I guess it's 150 people because they together. They report they having sex in the cockpit. I can be sure that some of the pilots are having sex with some of the stewards too. They ain't all just having male to male. And some, in some cases, it's female pilots. So it could be female having some sexual intercourse with another female. And so the vast majority of these cases involve pilots engaging in sexual intercourse with flight attendants or passengers. Damn, the passengers be more like, you want to fly the plane. I want to see what's going on up front. Oh, man. What a dumb passenger. I like you, Captain. I like you more. You let me come out here and see what's going on. What all the noise is about. How I look up front. Captain like, yeah. You can come on up here and ride the plane with me. And the flight attendants. I know all flight attendants ain't married, but it's a bastard. And then at one point, the flight attendants, I think it still is. The flight attendants pretty much look like models. But the females, they look like models. It's a beautiful flight attendant. All of them ain't beautiful, but there are some beautiful flight attendants. So, yeah, they're engaged in some sexual activities. And it said, in cases that involve both pilots and co-pilots are extremely rare. So I guess some of the pilots be like, hey man, hey, give my 15, 30 minutes, man. Come on. The lady rode up against me and she said she want to see how it is up front. It's my turn, man. Come on. Go up into the lounge. But 747 is a big old plane. They got one on. Some of them had them big old stairs, stairs you can go up and stuff like that. Go to the lounge and relax and have some drink. I got no autopilot. You don't have to worry about nothing. It said in 2013, 4 employees of American Airlines has been fired after engaging in group sex with 17 passengers. Oh man, it's crazy. 17 passengers. They said 4 employees. So that means you want to average it out, ever having sex with 4 people in 2013. For every passenger come on, for every, well, not everybody. You do the math, 2 passengers got hit in 2013. And then I wonder if they mess around and get pregnant. How many people flying with some condoms on? You know, it has the condoms in you can't reach your door and luggage anyway. A lot of these pilots are old men. They explain why it's a lot of. They explain why there's a lot of doing old looking babies coming out. The dad is an old man. Man. This is what they heard in the cockpit. This is what they heard this. So that's what they heard in the cockpit. They were getting down, they were nasty. But this story right here, gonna take the cake. This story right here is wow. It's wow. It come from a Caucasian man. He can work at a great store or restaurant, Taco Bell's. Yeah. They said a Taco Bell's employee found it disturbing to show his sexual attraction to a customer. He inserted his prosthetic penis in a burrito she ordered before serving it to her. Yeah, this old Cajun guy, yes, he took off his prosthetic penis and he put it in this 20-year-old lady named Sean Brown from Idaho, from Boise, Idaho. And he put his prosthetic penis in her burrito. I ain't lying to you. I ain't lying to you, man. It's from World News Daily Report. They said he found Sean Brown so attractive. He like, oh, man, I want her. The guy named Alan Jackson. He's a 54-year-old man. If you look at the picture, I'm telling you, this man look every bit 75 years old. I ain't lying to you. I wish you could see the picture. I'm using my phone by looking at the article. I ain't professional at all. I'll just tell you the truth. Let's see if you can see the picture. I don't think you can see the picture. No, he look blurry. But this dude is 54 years old. By the way, you're 75 years old. I'm telling you, dude looks 75. You got a mouth, you know how the people don't have no teeth in their mouth? You got a mouth built up. That's it. I ain't lying to you. Y'all think I'm lying. I ain't lying to you. That's how he looking at his mugshot. Look. And then got the nose kind of, back down to the lip. And then his eyes all buck. I'm telling you, this man, allegedly, my opinion, this man had his crystal meth. The man had this and done. Yeah, this is a serious drug, y'all. You don't look like no drug. This ain't no regular man thing right here. I don't see some attractive women. I ain't never one time said, let me go ahead and put a pubic hair in her done, in her hand, let her know that I'm interested in her. Yeah. Old Mr. 54-year-old Alan Jackson. He was an employee who had flirted with her several times in the past, but whom she considered inoffensive. She recalled that he seems charming and polite compared to his usual rude behavior. Sean said, normally he'll comment my boobs or my ass or rude stuff like, but today he just seemed professional for once. They said, however, Mr. Jackson was not as well international at, well, not international, well intentioned as he seemed. And the young woman the young woman soon found out that he had also prepared a shocking surprise while preparing her burrito. He inserted his prosthetic penis he wears since he had a firearm accident as a teen in her meal. I guess he's going there very often. So he went in there. He was prepared for her to come in the door. So I'm coming in the door. Mr. Jackson, hello, how you doing today? All right, how may I take your order? You know, she said, you usually said, hey, let me touch a little something inside. Let me see what you got there. But she said, today, he just comes up and Mr. Jackson said, oh, you want a burrito? Okay, I got a burrito for you. Mr. Jackson just ripped it out. He wrote a prosthetic penis. And Sean Brown. This is a nice picture of her. But this picture I see is not a taking off your prosthetic penis, put in her burrito picture. She ain't ugly. Don't get me wrong, she is not ugly. She a pretty black woman. But I don't see, ripping off your prosthetic penis and put it on there. But yeah, everybody attracted to something. Even people are attracted to me. I'd be surprised every single time. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'd be like, have you ever dated somebody and you thought to yourself, what does she see in me? I do that every single time. I ain't gonna lie to you. every time I start dating someone or being in a relationship with someone, I'm like, what does she see in me? I'm like, I ain't that handsome. I'd be like, some days I don't even shave or get a haircut. And I'd be walking around like, yeah, I ain't stinking. What does she see in me? I ain't rich. Okay, I'm like that far from the poverty line. I'm still, so-called middle class. I don't see it. But I'd be like, what does she see in me? But she's like, oh, you're so funny. I'm like, I ain't being funny, that's me. I'm not telling you no jokes. I'm just corny. I'm Nick Cannon corny, as people call him corny. I'm corny. I ain't gonna lie to you. But let's see. I got Mrs. Brown. As soon as she got it, she called deputies. And they said a total of 4 criminal charges were filed against Alan Jackson, including reckless endangerment of another person, sexual assault, indecent exposure. Is it really indecent exposure when you can just take it off? You can just like you can just take it off. I don't think that indecent exposure. Creeping, indecent exposure, no. That man still got pants on. And criminal accession. It said if found guilty on all charges, he could face a total of 55 years. Woo! Damn, Alan Jackson. This is what it worked at Alan Jackson. He could face 55 years in prison and a fine of $135,000. Alan Jackson gonna say, just give me prison. I work at Taco Bell, dog. I ain't got no $135,000. They're gonna take me 50 years without spending anything to pay some of that money of $135,000 working at Taco Bell. But he got fined. But he got a lawyer. And his lawyer said, I have already demanded now he said he crazy. He demanded a psychiatrist a psychic evaluation and announced their intentions to plead that Mr. Jackson isn't criminally responsible for his action. They said the 59. Wait, go back up. I said you 54. That one. Now they saying 59. They said the 59-year-old man has already spent more than 7 years in several mental institutions. He is diagnosed with several mental problems. They should have said this at first. If they had said this at first, I wouldn't even did this article right here. I respect the mental ill. You know, I've diagnosed with depression, anxiety, and PTSD. So if I had seen this right here, I wouldn't even did this article. Because, dealing with mine is not, something I was born with. It seemed like you were born with his. And, I should have read this one. This one time I should have proofread. I don't proofread, y'all. Y'all can tell I don't proofread. I'll just be like, oh, this seems like it's interesting. So, yeah, if I knew he would have mental illness and he would have been diagnosed, I wouldn't do it. But it's still nasty, Alan. I don't give a damn. You can do your day-to-day things. When you're doing prosthetic penis or some other thing is bad. Yeah, that's bad. Oh, damn, Alan Jackson. This right here, y'all. They said this New York man was arrested for sexual assaulting a police horse while sleepwalking. Come on, people. I don't believe that. I do not believe that you were sleepwalking and you sexually assaulted a police horse. Come on. I don't heard of sleepwalking. But I ain't never heard of nobody be so-called sleepwalking and you whipping out your darn penis and going for a horse. A horse ain't short. He didn't even try to get on the horse. He was doing fellatio's. And fellatio with both. You can fellatio with the fellatio the other way or horses. It sounded like he got to be doing horses. But come on. That man had to look out the window or something. You see, like, oh, they got a horse in my neighborhood. I know what I want to do. Or they sleep. This man, I ain't never lived in New York. I have seen pictures of some of their apartments. Apartments ain't that big, but you still got to go through the bedroom door, and then you got to go out your apartment door and all that kind of stuff. And you got to be aware that it's a horse on the street. you just can't just run up on a horse. Just anytime you just like run up in a horse. And another thing. What the hell doing police officers doing? You like that many people pet your horse that this man got an opportunity to get a sexual harassment on a horse. Y'all call Southern people? Y'all be trying to make jokes on Southern people? Man, no. Y'all better stop. All you doing is stereotype jokes y'all be saying about Southern people. I need to cut that job, man. There be some wild stories coming out of New York. And this is one of them. This is one of the stories. This cat, they said around 3 a.m. in the morning, a pair of NYPD management officers left a horse in front of Dunkin' Donuts. They're doing all the stereotype junk. They live up to all the stereotypes. They left it in front of Dunkin' Donuts restaurant before going inside for a coffee. And so a few minutes later, they heard the animals nagging and being agitated. So they rushed outside to find a 39-year-old dude named Hector Gonzalez sodomizing one of the horses. The man showed total no cooperation with the officer and was finally tased 13 times. So he sleptwalked. Then he a hard sleepwalker? Come on, people. I ain't never heard that. You know this great bull crap. He was sleepwalking and happened to run into two horses in front of a Dunkin' Donuts. And they tased him 13 times before he could be neutralized and arrested. They said during his interrogation, it was revealed that Mr. Gomez suffered from I can't pronounce this. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you. But some relations, parasomniatic, it's something like that. That he had absolutely no memory of the incident since he was sleeping at the time. I don't believe it. I'm going to tell you. I don't believe that. I don't believe you just don't walk out your apartment, went down some stairs, went out the door, walked down the street, and in your sleeping mind, you thinking about Reverend went out with a horse. I don't believe it. You can kick my butt. I don't believe that. Not literally. You'll never invite nobody to kiss your butt if you're a man. But some men do. But I mean, it's according to the New York Police Department spokesman. Despite being accused of a heinous crime, the accuser drew sympathy from his interrogation and looked more like a victim than an aggressor. They quote, he really was genuinely disgusted to learn he had effed a horse. I don't know who these people use the real stuff. Let's say he effed the horse and literally vomit when he learned it was a stallion. So he was disgusted when he found out it was a horse. But he regurgitated when he found out it was a male. Come on, man. Gomez wasn't doing sleep. God damn, we can use anything, any kind of excuse. And now they're saying that poor guy looked totally normal when he awake. But he has to deal with the fact that he had become a horse rapist when he sleep. They said he deserves a psychologist. Man. But going to this part, is a sleepwalking have been successfully used in the past as a legal defense in several cases involving a wide variety of crime. It said in 2013, a 78-year-old Indiana woman was found not guilty by reason of insanity after throwing 17 of her cats out the window of her 8th floor apartment while sleepwalking. I don't believe that either. Me, when I sleep, I ain't never been doing nothing. I ain't never slow. But don't your eyes be closed? Don't your eyes be closed and stuff? Maybe I find out later. So right now, this junk ain't letting me my live be open. But she threw 17 of her cats out the window off the 8th floor while asleep. Nah, You know, I believe in ghosts. I don't believe this mess right here. You can catch me looking at Ghost Adventure, but you ain't gonna make me fall for this mess right here. 17 on her cats. That's why I'm just tired of them cats. Then it said 2016, a naked man who assaulted 17 people assaulted 17 people with a toilet plunger in Chicago, was also found not guilty by the reason of insanity. They blame on sleepwalk. Do they sleepwalk? But I don't get it. I'm gonna have to Google. I really gonna have to Google it and see like what the hell going on. Do they be aware? They got to be aware of something. They said in all cases the accused recognized they had committed the act, but they were not considered responsible for their action as they was unconscious at the time of the crime. And so Mr. Gomez faced charges of assault of a police officer, bestiality, and indecent exposure. So his trial is scheduled to begin in December, when he will face a maximum of 65 years in prison. Mm-mm-mm. It's a wild people in Idaho, y'all. I'm gonna read it. I ain't gonna read the book about Idaho because it's just a teenager. But I hope these articles true, man. So all this coming from the World News Daily Report. They said, well, facts don't matter. Listen, this dude. So everything right now is legend. They said McDonald's employees accused of smuggling 80 pounds of McNuggets in his in his butt cavity. That is. I know this fake. I went ahead and did it because it's still funny. I know this fake right here. Come on. 80 pounds. World News Daily Report, you full of shit, man. Ain't no way. You know, stick 80 pounds of nuggets up in your booty. Everything. They're good for a good story, though. It is good for a good story. I'm still going to tell it. There's a Mr. Not Told reporter. We installed additional security cameras. How in the world my YouTube tripping, man? They're gonna tell my connection is unstable and stuff. But I know I got me a wireless extender just for that case. They said we installed additional security camera to provide these locations throughout the restaurant. And we were finally able to identify the problem. They said we were extremely shocked when we saw him going inside the freezer with his hand full of condoms and lubricants. They said such a Mr. Brown locker revealed a large jar of Vaseline and dozens of unused condoms. They said Mr. Brown now faced 5 charges of petty theft, 2 charges of possession of a stolen property. They said after alleged stolen more than 80 pounds of McNuggets between the month of December 2015 and September 2016. They said the investigator possessed that he used a little Vaseline, inserted the nuggets in a condom, hid them in his posterior to smuggle them out of his workplace. They say he's been released on promise to appear in court. Man. These are some disturbing. These are true. These are disturbing news, y'all. This is disturbing news. I don't know if this is true or not, cause got done. World News Daily Report. They said where facts don't matter. So this disturbing report right here. I think it happened in Texas. I think it happened in Texas. I know, but Harris County there's plenty of Harris County. But I know Houston Harris County is one of the most popular ones you see on TV. You know, you be saying because of First 48, be like Harris County Sheriff Department, but it could be Harris County anywhere. But according to this article, allegedly, they said this FBI agent made a astonishing discovery this morning while executing a search warrant. Yeah, it's in Houston. At a resident of a Houston morgue. They claim they found 3,178 human penis. They said the FBI suspected 54-year-old David Murphy, an employee at the Harris County Morgue, of being in an organ trafficking network. They said investigators 7 reports of missing organs and body parts. Dozens of the agents raided his residence this morning, hoping to find evidence of his involvement in the crime. So what they found on the site was a lot more disturbing than what they expected. It said the FBI spokesman Andy described the scene in an interview with WNTV4. They said there was shells everywhere. Shells filled with hundreds of glass jars. Each of them contained a penis floating in a jar. They said according to the agent, what they got named again? I don't know what his name is. Oh, David. But they said according to the agent, the accused confessed everything as soon as he was arrested. They said he explained in great detail how he had been cutting off dead men's penis or genital organs and collected them for more than 10 years. I'm telling you, I don't know if this stuff true or not. I didn't know. These damn articles, this junk is funny. They said it took FBI more than 7 hours to gather all the organs and other pieces of evidence that were found on the site. But to be honest, could we be honest for a minute, people? In some cases, a lot of cases, don't we believe that the people in the morgue or the people at the hospital when somebody die, and they're not an organ donation? I mean, because we don't check and see if our family member still have their organs when they pass away. We don't. Be honest. We don't ask where the heart go. We don't ask where all the stuff that is very valuable on the market. We don't ask where none of that stuff go. We just, because we be too caught up in that moment our family member passed away. We be mourning, we be sad. We be like, missing our loved ones. That's how it was with my grandmother, grandma, granddaddy, grandmother, grandmama, great grandmama, on dad's side, mom's side, all that stuff. And my mom, that's how I feel. I wasn't thinking about like, what their heart going? So if this is true, I'm not shocked. They big money in the human organs, especially with you doing older billionaires who only last, they like, we need a transplant now. We don't care how you get it. You got somebody that might work in the morgue, like, oh, this person healthy. They died in a car accident. And he was doing You go what you need and give me my money. Yeah, I'm not surprised. So if this did happen, I'm not surprised about it. There is some wild stuff going on in Texas too. But it's wild stuff going on over the whole United States. This is a crime you just hear about, you just shake your head like we can't be real, but it be real. That way we be so I can't say you are, but I have been so desensitized to what I see in the news. You just see stuff, you like, damn, and then keep it moving. No, like this young guy near the area, he got killed Friday. Rode by the area, you know, activity as normal. You know, they throw out their balloons and throw out their flowers and stuff, and then people just move on with the day. But for real, we don't. How can we check? Like the story happened in Georgia a few years ago. When that young man was found in that mat rolled up, and their family, they ruled it as an accident. To he did it. So the family, like, no, we ain't falling for that darn junk right there. So we gonna get this junk. So they got his body, dug up. They can have their own autopsy. So when they checked the young man's body, they said all his organs was gone. That's the only thing in there was a rolled up newspaper inside that young man's body. We don't think about stuff like that. We don't know who to ask. Like, hey, where my family member body parted? Who do we ask? We don't know who to ask. So I wouldn't be surprised. David Murray. Now they say he need to get a psychiatric evaluation too. Come on, people. All these people don't need no doing psychiatric evaluation. I don't believe it. There's some of these stories, even now I won't even tell. Some of these stories like crazy. Like this, they talking about this one woman. This one woman that worked at a sperm bank. She became pregnant after smuggling semen in her vagina. I don't believe it. I'm gonna look into it though. It's crazy. They said this nurse working at a sperm bank in Virginia was arrested after she fell pregnant from a stolen semen she smuggled out of her workplace and her vagina cavity. Why? I don't get it. I'm gonna read it though. It said 29-year-old Jessica Jensen was arrested this morning by the Fairfax City Police Department after investigation revealed she was incapable excuse me. She was involved in an illegal sperm smuggling ring. They said the young woman in the sample collection department, the Fairfax Sour Banks, the largest fertility clinic in Virginia, she was accused of using her position to steal semen samples which were then sold on the black market by accomplices. It's according to the Fairfax Police Chief Captain, said Mrs. Jensen is actually 4 months pregnant after one of the vials broke while hiding in her vagina cavity. How to get the glass out, people? People, how did they get the glass out of her vagina? But she went to the door and the doctor said, "Ooh, I got some glands stuck in my vagina. Wait, it hurt down there." Doctor do a exam. "Oh, doctor, it hurt down there." Doctor said, "You got some glands in your vagina." They said, according to the captain, the accused fell pregnant from those simple but kept smuggling sperm despite her pregnancy until her accomplice was caught selling stolen sperm to an undercover police officer. There's a lot of stuff going on in America I don't know nothing about. I didn't know there was a market for sperm. Got done. I'll kept out the loophole. Like, come on. Let me give you a sample. You go out there and sell it. Bring me a cut. Oh man. They said she was clearly addicted to the money it brought her. So we think that she gained more than $2 million from her crime. Oh my. They said according to the Fairfax County police officers, this was probably the most active illegal sperm ring in the history of the country. He estimated the total profit of their crime to be over $25 million. Mrs. Jensen now faces a total of 83 criminal charges and a maximum of 435 years in prison. This is her accomplice is 47-year-old Michael, and also he faced 67 counts in a separate trial and could end up in jail for a maximum of 315 years. They said both of them had decided to plead not guilty, and their trials are expected. I don't know to believe it. It's interesting. I don't know to believe it. God damn it. I don't know to believe it. But it's entertaining. There's other stuff. Oh man. Oh, hey, I don't think none of these stories are true. I don't think none of these stories are true. They're interesting. They ain't gonna tell no story. They're interesting. They're funny. Like this one. That's a drug dealer wasted. You a drug dealer and you on crack? Nah, that don't even sound right with that at all. That's a drug dealer wasted on crack bites a police dog after getting sniffed at the Detroit airport. So you high, you sell drugs, and you buy a police dog. Then they claim this woman who accused of stealing a pumpkin by hiding it in her vagina. Come on. I don't believe that. This part I might do believe it. It say a plane accidentally emptied its toilet tank over a cruise ship. It said 23 were injured. I can believe that. I can believe that part right there. But God damn. Is some of these stories true? It's crazy. They said this man right here. This is a death row inmate demands to be served a live cat at his last meal. I don't believe that. If he said that, he just trying to get off on being the same. He want a new trial. Man. A lot of these stories might not be true. I'm gonna let y'all know. A lot of these stories I don't think true at all. A lot of these stories is I don't even think they're real stories. But when you run across something like this, and you're like, I think I need to do a story on this. I think I really need to do a story on this. So that's what I did. Did a story on it. I'm like, check this out. See what's going on. These people still, they talking, they really telling the truth. Check this out. See what's going on. Yeah, these people really telling the truth. Man, I put this on everything. I hope they lying. But thank you for watching this video. Thank you for putting up with my shenanigans. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe. Black Guy 73. Hit the notification bell. Hit the share button. And like tell a person, man. I'm a scroll. I'm a scroll in YouTube. I'm glad I ain't doing it for the money, because I would not make no money. Not at all. But thank you for watching this video. Once again, thank you for putting up with my crap. They need children hungry, so I guess I need to go feed them, go buy some lunch or something. Do something. Me personally, I don't drink me 32 ounces of water up in the pool. I don't cut back on eating. I don't lost some weight. I can't wait to go to the doctor on Wednesday and get on that scale and like, hey, Mr. Mazzell, he's under 250 pounds. I'm like, what can I say? Yeah. Thank you for watching this video. If I have time when I get through feeding the children, or taking the children out to get something to eat, I ain't gonna feed them. These done grown. My daughter's 17. Stepson, he's 9. But he ain't no regular 9. He's a tall 9. Thank you for watching the video. I'll talk to you later.